Joe from the Grid Network here at Kenton Station. This has become a tradition, starting with last year when the Xfinity Series came here, then the NTT IndyCar Series. Now they're back again. They even got some race cars parked on the street. Big opportunity for the fans to come out and meet some of the racers that are racing this weekend. Here's what some of the drivers had to say about the upcoming race weekend at Portland. Joe, standing with Roxilly Camper. Thank you so much for your time. How excited are you for your first race weekend here at Portland International Raceway?
I am so very, very, very excited. Words cannot describe how excited I am for this. It's just another stepping stone to my overall goal. However, it's a really big step from where I've been at.
Now, considering you are familiar with the facility but haven't raced here before, what are your expectations coming into the race weekend? Are you looking at just bringing the car home in one piece, top 10 or even top 5, or potential podium win?
Well, a podium would be amazing. However, I'm just kind of hoping to not really destroy the car first race here. I don't want to do that. But I do think I could do 12th or better.
12th or better would be great. Now we know the competition here can get physical. Last year during this weekend it was wet, rainy. Then we get to the IndyCar weekend where it was again sunny. Overall, is this something where you prefer more the dry, hot conditions with your experience, or would the wet weather probably neutralize everyone, putting everyone on a level playing field?
Well, I've only ever been able to deal with a dry condition practice, and that's because on my simulator, that's the only way I know how to do it. I don't know how to turn on the rain physics yet, but I think it would be a great experience in the rain, but I am looking forward to a dry race weekend.
Now, of course, last year we had Bridget Burgess in the field. She got a lot of fans coming to her because she was the lone female racer. Now we have you in the field. Have you been seeing an increase of young girls coming up to you, just really excited to get your autograph and see you out there at the track?
Yeah, I have actually. At one time we were in front of a local grocery store and just trying to get fundraisers because we honestly are going broke just doing this race, and sponsors, that's all we need. Sponsors, donations. I guess I shouldn't say sponsors, it's more like partnerships really. Because it's not like they just give us money and we spend it. No, we do stuff for them, they do stuff for us, and we kind of help each other out. It's amazing. But yeah, there's been so many little young girls and kids that are just yo, that's amazing, a pink race car? That's because the car I regularly race is a US Legend car that is pink. We recently got another one, which was a white one, and we're just waiting for that one to have some partnerships with it, so it can be all decorated, and that one's for oval. But I'm just so looking forward to this. This is only possible so far thanks to my dad's wallet that has shrunk in size a lot, and then Skin and Talks Aesthetics in Idaho, the Smile Center of Utah, Bobby Lawrence Karate, which my brother does karate there, and wow, he's such a good karate kid. And also thanks to Andrew Tuttle for a car and the Last Chance Race Team, because that's kind of Andrew's thing, and it's amazing.
Best of luck to you this weekend, and we'll see you at the track.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Here's standing with Todd Sousa. Todd, how's everything going? Are you excited about this race weekend?
Definitely excited. We had a good run twice last year out here. Always look forward to the road courses. We have 2 different tracks, and fortunately we get to come here twice, which I enjoy the road courses. That's kind of our niche. We run good on the ovals too, but I always look forward to the road course stuff.
Now, I know the road courses are pretty exciting, but last year was more exciting because we had a lot of wet weather. Right. Now that we got the sunny conditions, is that going to change how this field essentially approach, especially the first corners, the Shelton chicane?
Right. Our first race here last year was in the rain, which is the first time I've run in the rain. I've been racing since '83. Had a great run last year. When we came back later in the year, it was similar to this weather here. We had a good time on both track conditions. Looking forward to it this year. We always mark that on our calendar, and I think we're set up. I think to have a really good run tomorrow. I think we have a good shot.
With tomorrow qualifying and everything going on, is pole something that you're aiming for, or is it more just trying to get a top 3 or 4 starting position?
we're gonna see how it goes in practice. I mean, if we have a shot at the pole, we're gonna go for the pole. We're gonna go for the win. I think we have a shot at it. To be truthful, we've got a really good car, got a lot of help behind this car and technology behind it, and I think we're gonna be one of the cars to watch for sure.
Todd Souza, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck to you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Standing here with Eric Johnson Jr. Thank you so much for your time. How excited are you to be racing not far from Horham at Portland International Raceway?
I can't tell you how excited I am to be out here in our local area, seeing all the people that come out in Portland to support. And for me locally, being from Woodland just across the river, it's the response has just been incredible. So it's our first ever ARCA West race, running with Bill McAnally Racing and the number 19 Key Property Services Chevrolet. Couldn't be more excited to be working with that team, and I feel like we got a good piece going forward, so I'm looking forward to the weekend.
Now, this has been a very exciting weekend. We got cars on the street. We know it's going to be a huge crowd concert. A lot of folks don't anticipate the Pacific Northwest as like a big racing hub, but we know there's a lot of racers from dirt track, drag racing. Do you think this is just an indication that this is something where NASCAR, especially ARCA Menards Series West, Portland should be a year-round stop, especially give folks like you an opportunity?
No, I really do think there's an unmissed market out here. So the Northwest, I'm very fortunate to be doing what I am with the opportunities I have. Our partners, Key Property Services, Valley Skates Landscaping Solutions, Pacific Office Automation, they've really made a lot possible for us. But I think there's a lot of talent out here that's missed that doesn't have the support in the Northwest. So to see the attention coming back up here, I think it's necessary. There's so many unique stories that come out of this area, and everyone notably thinks of Greg Biffle, first person to come to mind when you think Northwest, NASCAR, and he's one of my idols growing up. My family has good history with him. My crew chief Chuck Jones used to build his late models, so I feel really lucky to be that next kind of that step in the Northwest. But I hope NASCAR really thinks about coming back out here, because with IndyCar showing their presence, like you said, and NASCAR, I think there is a big fan base out here that feels a little unseen, and if they can bring more events back here, I think they're going to really appreciate the response they get in return.
Now, last year, this race, wet conditions. Considering this is your first time, do you feel that sort of evens the playing field? But we know there's a couple drivers that come here regularly, they know the dry setup. What are sort of the big expectations you have for yourself entering this weekend?
So my expectations really going in, I've tried to just not go in with many. Being my first time, nobody expects us to be the fastest, going against some experienced Xfinity drivers like Cole Custer, who just came out of the Cup Series, and some of the ARCA legends. Todd Souza, I was just talking to him, who's been in the series for so long. For this being our first race, I'm very fortunate to have a lot of experience on this track, and I think that's going to help a lot going in and to speed the process up. But my expectations, really all I've said to myself, is give 110%. That's my main goal, and to learn as much as I can. We're going to be running Sonoma next week, so we need a car to race down there. I'll be going down to actually put this car together. I'll be going down next week to turn it around, get it ready to go for the next race. So hopefully I don't got too much work to do. But my expectation is we're going to go out there, hopefully keep it on track and put a decent result together. If we're up front, awesome. If not, eventually hopefully that time comes. But either way, I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you so much for your time. Best of luck to you.
I really appreciate it, and thank you so much.
Davey, great to meet you. How excited are you for this race weekend at Portland International Raceway?
I'm really excited. Worked awful hard to get back here, kind of a privateer, team out of Phoenix. I think we've got a good hot rod for the weekend.
Now this weekend, of course, is going to be hot, sunny. Last year we saw it was pretty wet for everyone. When it comes to the conditions being hot and sunny, does that feel like something where veterans like you will have a upper hand on everyone, or is it going to just level the playing field, considering last year was really wet, particularly during the Xfinity Series weekend?
Yeah, I think it's just going to pay dividends to the teams that have some prior data, and as the track changes, and it may get looser as the day goes on. So I think all in all, it's probably going to level the playing field.
And you mentioned being one of the privateer teams. We know we've seen some teams in the ARCA where they had the nice fancy haulers, to some where they just got the little push trailer, family run operation. When it comes to a road course like this, does it really just level the playing field for the big teams and the smaller teams?
Well, now I think the teams that are better funded have got an advantage. We've got 3 different motor choices. We've got built motors, spec motors, Ilmores. So make no mistake, if the money helps. So I think there is a little bit of a difference between the teams and their funding and their capabilities.
Thank you so much for the time, and best of luck to you this weekend.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right.
Caleb, great to meet you. How excited are you for a race in your home state, Portland International Raceway?
I'm very excited for this opportunity. I didn't expect to do anything like this, so this is a big step into my career, and I hope to have some fun and make some new friends and just have a good time.
Now we know Billy McAnally Racing, a lot of drivers have come up there. How did this all come about to have you racing? Because you're just a little south from Portland.
Yeah, so because Portland's my home track, I wanted to see what I have against the big dogs. So my dad decided to call Bill McAnally to see if there was an open spot, and there was. And I'm now driving the number 99 Consus Healthcare Chevrolet for Bill McAnally, and I'm ready to have some fun.
Now you mentioned fun. We know this track, rain or shine, it is a challenge for all the drivers, one of the few road courses. Do you feel like with your experience here, racing here, you're looking at potential top 10, or are you gunning for even higher?
Oh, my goal is mainly just to finish, because that's like a good first goal. But I definitely want to try my best and maybe even get that win. But it's going to be hard because it's my debut weekend.
Now, debut weekend, it's going to be hot. We're going to have qualifying and everything tomorrow. How important is qualifying, especially starting up front when you have some tricky corners like that first corner, the Shelton chicane?
It's definitely going to be different because I've never been on these tires before, and it's the car I've never been in before. I've only had 5 laps on it, but it's going to be a challenge, and I just go out there, give it all.
And lastly, Caleb, we know the Pacific Northwest, NASCAR's coming here. We're seeing a tremendous showing of fans last year, this year with this festival. How exciting is it for race fans here in Oregon? And we got folks from Washington, Alaska, and Northern California all coming here for this event.
It's a huge event for the Northwest because this is like the big event for NASCAR since they don't usually come out to the Northwest. So a lot of people from the area will come out and watch this race and then get to see some exciting racing.
And does it add any more pressure knowing you might have some folks from your hometown here watching you?
Oh, I'll definitely have a lot of people watching me, and I don't want to embarrass them.
Caleb, thank you so much for your time, and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching us right here on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos, including Life on the Grid, where we interview folks from the motorsports industry. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.